Hi guys, so I thought I would do a little makeup get ready with me. So first I went in with the this is the Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow, and I just put a little bit on my face as like a little bit of a glowy enhancer. And now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Natural Finish Foundation. I'm like down to here. I just shook the bottle, but I absolutely love this foundation. It is so good. So I put like 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm just working the bristles of my brush in it. And then I'm just gonna apply it to my face. Make sure to get my neck. Now, if you want like more coverage, you can definitely do like another round of foundation, but I find less is more in this case. So I'm just going in and pressing it into my skin. And then I'm gonna go with concealer and just go in here to conceal any darkness that I have. Now I have this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It is a little more on the orange side, and that's because I use it as a corrector more than a concealer. I also use it as an eyeshadow base. And then I'm just going in and just covering any little blemishes that I have peeking through that the foundation didn't cover. And I have a bump here because I bumped my head. So, at work. So again, I'm going in with the patting motions. I'm kind of swiping it at first, and then I'm going and pressing it into the skin. Down to my neck. Always make sure that the foundation is cohesive with the rest of the face. That's why it's good to match your neck when you're doing color matches. But I mean, foundations and concealers have come a long, long way. So it's not, there's a lot more shades and varieties. Okay, so our foundation is on. So now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer. This is the Say Sun Melt Cream Bronzer in light bronze. Just gonna put my brush in there, and then I'm just gonna bronze up the face a bit. And I make sure to put it like also into the hairline so that it matches. And down the jaw here. And then so it just kind of gives a nice warmth back into your skin, because the foundation kind of just gives it like a clean slate, so there's no, it's all one color, and we know that our face is made up of many colors, many different layers. So it's not all the same color, there's a little bit more redness, you know, so you have to kind of adjust that when you're wearing makeup. So now we're gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna set my face first because I'm gonna put a powder blush on. So I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This is Cherry Blossom Cake. It's the pink shade. So I'm just gonna set under the eyes with a big poofy brush here, and then this area. And the eyes too. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our blush, and I think I'm gonna go in with this NYX Avatar collab. This is the NYX Avatar Pandorian Paradise Blush and Highlight Palette. And I think I want to do this Corally Current shade first. And I'm just gonna, so I like to put it here, and then I like to kind of round it up here near the brow. So I'm gonna go in with this shade first. And then I'm gonna go in with this ILU Kiss. This like Barbie kind of bubblegum pink shade. And I'm just gonna apply that kind of over top. Give you like a multi-dimension look. It's kind of nice to layer blushes too, so it's not like all one color. So we have the blush. And now let's do the brows. I'm gonna go in with Rare Beauty. This is the Brow Harmony Precision Brow Pencil in Cool Brown. So I'm gonna go with the pencil first here. And I'm just gonna fill in where the brows are a bit sparse. So right in the front here a little bit. And I'm just doing hair-like strokes. Like that. And same thing on this side. just like that. And now I'm gonna go in with the skin tint, the brow tint by Rare Beauty. And I'm just gonna, it is very, very light, like it's not crazy pigmented like I know some brow tints are. Like it just gives the slightest. So, I mean, I like that because I have more control over it, and it's not like wham bam, you know, in your face. Okay, so brows are on. So now we're gonna go in with eyeshadow. And I think I'm gonna do, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the Morphe, this is the 35A Up Until Dawn Artistry palette. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Now I'm going through my eyeshadow collection and trying to get a little bit more use out of my more mainstream eyeshadow brands, because if you've been following me for a little bit, you know how much I'm in love with indie eyeshadows now, and they've totally converted me. But I always will get the Natasha Denona and the Pat McGrath launches, because those are always like top tier for me. But I think anything else, maybe Anastasia Beverly Hills, I haven't gotten a palette in a while, but mainstream brands have kind of gotten off on the wayside for me, because it's just, I don't know, it's all like neutral and kind of boring, and I'm just not, I do like my everyday neutral looks, but I mean, there's only so many neutrals and cream beiges and, you know, or even the warm tones, like, it's like, come on, give us some color. So I have fallen in love with the indie makeup brands and the wonderful innovativeness, I don't even think that's a word, the inventiveness of it all. Like, it's just really, really up there. The bar is very high. And yeah, you might pay a little bit more, but you get like multi-chromes, duochromes, glitters, pigmentation, and color. And really out there color stories, which I really, really enjoy. Okay, totally off topic. Or the Morphe Mickey and Friends Truth Be Told palette. That's what that looks like. I'm kind of going more towards this. Let's do that. And then we'll do this another day. Okay. So we're going to go in with the Morphe Truth Be Told Mickey collab. And I think I want to do this row here. So I'm gonna go in with this pink first, which is called Koi Toy. And I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush here. And I'm just gonna dip it in there. And then just knock the excess off. And I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner here of my lid. Inner corner and the inner part of the crease. Like that. And I'm kind of patting it in and then doing windshield wiper motions, like little swirls, to kind of blend it. Okay, so once I have that how I want it, I'm gonna go into this red called Life's Short. This red here. And I'm gonna use the same brush. Tap the excess off and put it in the crease. Okay, now I'm gonna go in just with a clean, fluffy brush. This is a Morphe, a Jaclyn Hill 32 brush, and I'm just gonna do some windshield wiper motions here and just blend these two shades together. And I'm just using the lightest amount of pressure and just blending. All right, now we're gonna go into Street Beats, this kind of like periwinkle kind of shade, and I'm gonna go in with a packing brush. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush that came in one of their palettes, and I'm just gonna go on the outer edge here. And I'm also going to put it under the lower lash line. And then the same thing on the other eye. Okay. I think we're in good good shape here. Now we're gonna go in with some shimmer. So I'm gonna go in with Super Sassy first on the inner portion here, like that, just with my finger. And I'm just kind of pressing it in. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with Into Mischief, which is like this peacock kind of green shade. And I'm just gonna put that kind of in the middle and kind of sandwich it between that pink and that kind of periwinkle shade. And then I'm gonna go back into that Super Sassy and just kind of put it in the middle and kind of marry the two shades. Alright, now I do have some fallout, so I'm just going to go in with my powder brush and just swipe it away. Okay, now I need like a highlight shade, so I'm gonna go to Own It. This kind of eggshell shade, and I'm gonna put that just on the inner corner here with the finger and tap it in. Same thing. This side, like that. And then I'll just put the rest here on the brow bone, like that. Okay, now I need a bit of a black, so I'm gonna go in with Play by Ear, which is a black with shimmer. It's a matte black with shimmer. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Sephora Collection Shadow Brush. And I'm just gonna go in with the black and just press it in to the bottom part here. Ever so carefully. And up on the top a bit. Just to kind of give me a little bit of, like a, mimic a liner. I prefer doing like a shadow as a liner rather than using a liner. That be pencil or liquid. I don't know, I just find I have more precision with the powder and it's not as harsh, which I like. I can also use a brown too, so it's not, because black is pretty harsh. Alright, so I have a little bit of definition there on the top of the, go in a little bit more. Okay, So now we're gonna go in with some mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Essence Lash Princess mascara. This is the False Lash Effect mascara. It's in black and brown. Just wiggling the brush through the lashes. I'm not huge into false lashes. I think my eyes are too small for false lashes, honestly. But I know that you can get them in like different shapes and sizes, so, and you can also get like individual ones, so if you want, but I don't know. Alright, so this is the look. Let's do a little close-up. And there we have it.